Ooh. Oh. Oops. Hey. Uh-huh. Oh. Oops. Oh.
What's up, BFD? It's me, Miss Experience, coming to you for the first part of our sex series. That's what I'm calling it, because it's 3 weeks of talk about sex. This week, my video, you don't have to necessarily have your kids run and hide and, you know, ooh, we can't watch this until they go to bed type thing. I'm not really going to get explicit. I'm just going to talk about some basic things as far as sexuality is concerned. I've thought about this quite a bit, how I was going to do my videos for this, because I don't talk about sex on my videos like that. You know, I don't let people into my sexual world, if you will. How do I personify sex? Very good question. It's so funny, I asked myself this question I don't know how many times when I got the email from Mainly, and I don't know how to say. I just sex is important to me. Sex is important to the world. Like I said in the beginning, sexuality is worldwide. You know, it's everywhere. Sexuality is really the reason why you and I are both here. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Some people make sex shameful because of the different things that they do, but it's really a beautiful and awesome part of life. Sexuality is fluid. I found out about sex with another person when I was 23. And I had no idea that 7 years later I would realize what sex was really all about to me. And that was when I first encountered another woman. That was the most amazing feeling that I've ever experienced. And not necessarily saying, oh, that person, that was the bomb of all bomb, you know. But it was just the fact that I had an aha moment when it came to sex. It was my sexual aha moment. How does sex affect my life? It's important to me. If I'm involved with somebody, sex is important. I have found that my libido is a little too high for anybody else's. That can cause a problem. If you get involved with someone and you don't have a matching libido, it's going to cause an issue. At least for me, it causes an issue. I think that issue is solved now, but in the past, you meet people and they say, oh yeah, I have a high libido and I gotta have it this often and that often, and then you get comfortably involved with that person and find out that they're satisfied with it once or twice a month, and no way. No ma'am, no sir. It's not a deal breaker. Like, for example, if I was involved with somebody, I'm in love with them, they are my, person, my special person, and something happens and they're not able to have sex because of an accident or something, would I leave them? No, I would not. I have a book of questions. This is a good one. I have a book of questions, and the book of questions has a question in there that says, would you trade in not ever having sex to be with someone who I guess is your soulmate and you all have passion and sensuality for days, but you don't have sex? Well, how would you feel about that? I think I would say I would do that. Like I said, sex is important, but it's not the main thing for me. I'm more of an emotional connector, a person who likes to have a sensual bond with someone versus necessarily sexual. Now, if I can get all of that, that's awesome. That's awesome. What is my sexual swagger? That's a good one. I have no idea. And if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. That's not for you to know. That's for my person to know. That's for me to know and them to find out. And honestly, I don't know what my sexual swagger is. I'm a very sensual person. I like to be in tune to my woman. I like her to know that I'm in tune with her. And I don't know if that's what you want to call sexual swagger, then that's my sexual swagger. I don't know. I really like to get in there and know every part of her, everything that makes her tick, and I'm really deeply into that. So I don't know if you want to call that a sexual swagger, then we will. You know, it's my understanding that I was a very late bloomer when it comes to sex. And I think that's a good thing, actually. You know, when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, I really wasn't that much. I wasn't thinking about it like that, you know. I was more so into, I need to get married first. And that was drilled in my head, so I wasn't trying to think about sex because if I thought about it, I wanted to try it. I wanted to do it. But things didn't work out that way anyway. I'm not married yet. And I've had sex. And I don't think that's a bad thing to want to be in a monogamous relationship, to be in something committed that's special, to enjoy sex with a special person. I'm not the type of person who enjoys meaningless sex. I'm a meaningful person, and sex has to be meaningful for me in order for me to really truly enjoy it. I can get off on my own. I don't need anybody for that. If I'm going to be with somebody, I want it to be something meaningful, something special, you know? So that's pretty much it for me. Very simple, but next week it gets deep. Next week we talk about more. Like I said, I don't allow everybody into my sexual thoughts, my sexual world. You know, I've shared poems with people on YouTube and with other people that are of erotic nature. But as far as just letting someone completely into how I am sexually is different. That's what we'll talk about next week. So tune in next Wednesday for a ButchFemmeDiscussion where we talk about pure, unadulterated sex. See you there.